Go on.
I guess
it depends with what how you interpret the word independence.
Okay.
And the far you can take it. Because I think independence and responsibility goes together.
Right.
When you are so much independent, you must show high degree of it, that control. Because everything which goes beyond the mark, it does not come from the Lord.
So this the control ni nani ana control?
Is whoever is doing what he is doing, you have to control it.
Okay.
You must have the self-control. It shows how independent you are, and it shows responsibility. Sometimes you can give a woman freedom, and she'll just go weak. She'll go naked.
Who even says you're the one to give me freedom? Like, that's not you. That's not your right. Like, freedom, I earned it by being born in a free democratic country. So you're not the one giving me freedom.
But you see, once you get married, this is another case. You are not supposed to behave like unmarried girl.
No, you're supposed to be equals within the marriage. Decisions should be made together.
Well, okay, that's what I mean. That equality, it goes with responsibility. Don't overdo things.
Okay, what is your example of overdoing things?
Example of doing over things, huh? Well, I think one time you have driven your car in K streets. You have seen those girls. They are good girls. They are beautiful girls. But the way they are exposing their freedom to men, it does not prove that freedom, that they are so free to exercise that freedom. Okay, so again, you cannot be a chachianik and have that church rook all the times, you know. Chachianik. You want to show that you have a church. It's called church religion gymnastics.
Spiritual gymnastics.
Spiritual gymnastics, for that matter. It's not like that. Every time you are going a praise, you are wearing according to that praise you are going. Sometimes when I'm taking my wife for dinner, she cannot go to dinner the way she goes to church on Sunday. Yeah, she's my wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you control her dress code as well.
Yes. And now that's so for you, independence is clothing, because I mean there's that discussion as well, and Joey, like, you know, we were saying how men they will control what you wear.
Yeah.
They want you to go. Maybe unapanga tu poa natural.
Hata utaji makeup.
Yeah.
Hata hizi wivu navaa si lazima. Because you're trying to get other men not to look at me. See, unanieka up a box. But in reality, you love all those things. Because whenever you cheat on me, or whenever I find you watching music videos, like Beyonce and Rihanna and all that,
Nicki Minaj,
everything you're telling me not to be.
But unawasifu. No.
There is hypocrisy there.
Well, I'll support her on maybe 10%.
Wow. I got 10.
10%. Because if your wife is not admired by anybody else, you made a mistake.
Okay. So you want other men to look at your wife and say...
I want other men to admire my wife and even approach my wife. She is in my house because of the value she has given our marriage. She is not in my home because I am a prison guard. Watching her and looking her wherever she goes. She must be admired. I too, I must be admired. It is principles which are taking me back home.
Okay.
So principles are taking me back home. But many girls are admiring me. Many ladies are admiring me. Many X-rayers are admiring me.
Many who?
X-rayers.
Who are these X-rayers?
Zile kuku zimetaka mpaka zikachoka.
Okay.
I don't even...
The views of Pasakuida, they don't represent the views of Royal Media Services.
Yes, exactly. I just never want to be in a situation where I feel like someone is making decisions on my behalf. Someone is telling me, this is what time you should be home from work. This is what you should wear. This is what you should look like. This is what I don't want. Like, I need to be able to make those decisions for myself. Once I find myself in a situation where I'm being clamped down on like that, it's a way.
I think really is we have been in school. We have been in school, and wherever your uniform is clean, you are coming at the right time, you'll never crash with the head teacher.
Okay, who made you the head teacher? That's what I keep asking myself. Aren't we both head
get me?
teachers on a
We
similar
are
level?
both the head teachers,
Aren't we
but
co-principal?
our
Co-principal.
behavior shows that you are not extreme. Don't be extreme. Don't go beyond the mark.
What is this?
Okay, apart from your Koinange Street analogy, what is the other, like what is a practical example?
Rules
of,
and regulations.
yes, of
Is
going...
loose tongue. Some ladies are having loose tongue.
Loose tongue versus voicing my opinion.
Yeah,
There's a thin line.
They don't know how to approach their men. They are approaching their men as if they are demanding. They are approaching their men as if they show they have a lot of freedom. Wapi hizo pesa? Si umelipa leo? Hebu weka pesa hapa. You cannot treat me like that.
I'm not a Ugandan woman. I can treat you however I
You
please.
see, you can't treat
Don't
me
need
like that.
to.
Hebu leta hiyo simu. Nani amekupigia leo?
That's a
Who is
woman who
this?
cares for
Who
you.
is Lydia?
That is a woman who really cares
Joke
for
says-
you and wants to make sure her household is taken care of. Ataki umlete aibu.
But you see, I
on
can
the
have a lot
streets.
of ladies, and I've written them Kikuyu names, men names. Kamau, Jeroge, Ajiro, but I know Ajiro 2. Ajiro 2 I know who is Jeroga 1. I know Gui 2. You can nickname all those names. That does not show. By you looking at me and keep on searching my phone, it does not show you that.
Lakini
I'm cool.
akipata hapo Njoroge tu anakuambia vile anakupenda ama last night was great.
Let me tell you.
Sasa kutakuwa na shida.
Freedom must come from inside. Also, the freedom must not go beyond dignity and integrity of a woman.
I was just having a conversation here with Pastor Esther a few minutes ago.
Right,
She was
about-
talking about economic empowerment or
For the
financial
woman.
freedom for the woman. And I think that's so important because that's one of the ways that you men try and control us. Because you say, oh, I can provide for you here. Let me pay your rent. Let me do that. And then once you do that, you're a slave. You're a slave to that person.
the-
So you must comply with the rules and regulations. So me,
I'm a-
I'm a believer in whatever small thing I have, as long as it's mine and I worked for it. I'm going to be proud of that and I'm going to hold on to that. I don't need your gifts.
Will what is yours be ours, or it will be yours, but mine is ours?
Yeah, exactly what you just said.
So what? Wait, Roger.
What's mine is mine.
But what's yours?
What's his is ours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
that,
that
one way
makes more
kufinyo?
sense.
Yeye ndio kufinya ama
There's
yeye
a
ndio the
lot of
model.
people, yeah. And soon and very soon, men will be endangered species.
But let me ask, so is it that, first of all, do you agree that men, she said yes immediately we asked the question, do men fear independent women?
They fear. So
Yeah.
the reason
Why?
is because most of them, before they settled, they were mafisi.
Okay. Explain yourself.
All right.
You get what I mean?
Go on.
Now they think whatever they did with other women,
Yes.
their women are going to be done the same. You see, so they fear. But those who have got morals, they don't fear their women being, independent. They don't fear. Whenever you see somebody who is feeling, ooh, my wife has gone, but whew, that person in him is having guilt of whatever he has done. He is taking his past tense, bringing it to the present tense, and now seeing her wife doing the same thing he has done with other people's wives, which is wrong. That one will not give women that independence.
What about a case in which the woman has a better job or is making more money
Making more
than the
shilling.
man? Does she then have does she take on the responsibility of laying out the law and putting rules and regulations of saying what time you should be home and
There is something I've never come to argument
Understand
with.
or agree with.
That when my wife is earning a lot of money and I'm not earning money, that I should be like, oh my God, I'm going to be watered down, I'm going to be small in the house.
Living in
I've
fear.
never taken it like that. That's how I have treated ourselves. And I've been in marriage for now 34 years. So I know exactly what I'm saying. But now many men nowadays, when their wives they are economically
empowered.
they feel they are
Power.
living in danger because of the guilt. Once men will throw away the guilt they have in them,
This is the guilt of the fear.
now evil,
Oh, jealous.
jealous.
Yeah.
Once they do away with that, they'll love their wives the way they are, and everything will be okay.
So why do we explain why, for example, like Joy was saying, how me as a man, I would say, fanya hivi, wewe usivai makeup, usivai nguo inakaa hivi, usionyeshane sana. Lakini ukinipata huko nje na dogo kani hiyo kashugua slay queen, unaona hapo vile
because that's what you really want.
Foundation
that's what you want. Your slay queen is what you really want. Your wife umemweka hapa just to, like, you know, protect your ego.
If you are mature enough, you cannot deny your wife from making herself.
So it's a maturity thing.
This is maturity thing. Because Joy right now, she's mwah.
She's
Why mwah? But can you bring Joy without the makeup?
Oh yes, they have brought me without the makeup.
Without the makeup.
They usually
Let's
bring
be
me.
Let's be here on Tuesday with Joy without the makeup. You see another Joy.
Hiyo ni ya bwanangu.
You see another
bibi
Joy.
wa governor.
Hiyo ni ya gava.
When she is here, hata watu wanauliza huyu demo ameolewa. Hata mimi naulizagwa kwa street.
Ndio unasema
Huyu demo-
nini?
Eh?
Unasema
Nitamuuliza.
I'm very married. Nipate sivangi kila siku.
Yes.
But
So what we lack in that is maturity. Is maturity. People must be mature. Let the people be matured. When you are mature enough, you are the one who will be buying the makeup for your wife. Na mtengeneze ile kakio kwa bedroom.
Yes,
kujiuna to lights.
Yes, please.
Na unakaa hivi unajifanya umelala unawatch. Unajua kwa wakati wanajimeka hawakuagi na wamevaa.
So una enjoy tu.
Unakaa hivi, unajimeka hivi.
Asante sana.
I'm a strong believer in women being able to take care of themselves, because even these relationships we get into and some of these marriages, they don't last. And so what are you going to do when you're out, by yourself on the streets? This man has left you, moved on to his other slave queens or whatever. Like, you have to have that backup plan where, I still can take care of myself. I can still work. I can still have this skill set. Like, you have to be that. You can't just enter a relationship and say, now I'm taken care of. Everything's good. Watch out when you relax.
Watch out chill.
Let me cut you short. There is nobody who have ever entered into marriage with a motive that the marriage will not work. Everybody goes there knowing that my marriage will work. Okay? What makes marriages not work is when you fail to put in the basket of your partner. That your work is to withdraw from the basket of the person who came to you. Actually, one day you just put your hand inside and you find nothing. When you find nothing in the basket, that is called divorce. It's bankruptcy of marriage. Once your marriage is bankrupt, that's the end of you. Even if you have how many children, your mambo imeisha. So can everybody approach marriage with the motive of investing in the marriage, putting a lot in the marriage, giving your wife, loving her, even if she's not loving you, raising up the children, even if all are not yours, just keep on raising them.
That's ideal. But
that's the ideal situation.
That's not reality at all.
It should be a reality if you want your marriage to work.
There are people who will just marry a pretty chick just to be a trophy wife. Na hiyo ndo kazi yako. I don't want you investing. Yeah, just be with me, be seen in public with me. There are women also who will marry a man just because he has money and I know this guy will take care of me and I'm financially supported.
In life, Daktari, in life, there must be, sometimes there is Rachel and Rhea. Rachel is the one who was having macho inalia na anazaa sana. But there was Rachel who could be a Miss Mesopotamia at those days. Yeah? Who made Jacob work for 14 good years.
Yes.
To get her. In life there must be there are those kind of things. It's a matter of making decision. Should I stick to my wife, or should I give my wife a name of Rhea? Your work is to give birth and to raise children because you don't have even figure. And then I got a slay queen who is Rachel for parties and working, all these kind of funny things. I feel that men must make decision, and they should not be so possessive with their women. If a woman wants to do anything, she can do it.
Roam free.
Yeah.
Hashtag feminism.
Like you say, that is the ideal. So maybe you can tell us as a lady what is like the setup supposed to be like. How would you feel like, you know what, I'm independent and my independence is not being threatened by
My independence is none of your business. You found me an independent woman. So now I can't join in this relationship with you and become something I'm not. This is what I was. You knew what you were buying when you were hopefully
for the window shopping.
Yeah, when you were window shopping, you
Right.
knew what you were getting. So I'm not going to change for you. You know, I need to be able to have my life and have my job and have my friends and you know. Oh, wow, true.
Okobies.
But I think there is a bit of even if I'm not telling you, you need to adjust when you come to me. You should not behave.
What are
the
you
way-
adjusting? What are you giving
You
up
should not
to in a
behave the way you are
relationship with
behaving
me?
when you are single.
I'm not okay 100% there, but
You
I
get
should
me?
have
There
my
is there is some
freedoms.
adjustments.
Like
There
what?
is I'm there now. I'm there now.
But what are you giving up?
used
You
to
guys
come-
don't have to
you
give
used
up
to turn
anything.
You used to turn up in our house anytime you feel like. But now I am there. I am
But
there.
the question is very important as well. So yes, we're expecting women to give up some things, change behavior. And what are men doing? What are men giving up?
Nothing.
They should do the same.
Just accumulating
A real man,
girlfriends.
a real
on the
man,
side.
a real man is flexible. You can adjust him. You can put more or you can reduce. That's
Accumulating.
man.
That's not a real
But
African
you
man.
can,
I
you
don't know
cannot
any
be- you cannot
African
be
men who
a
are.
fixed price. You know that there is no hata hakuna kubagain. No. It does not work like that.
Pastor, kuna mtu hapa amesema nikuulize, na wewe ni ulikuwa unafanya nini kwa Inanga Street in the first place?
Koinange Street ni njia.
Concerned Kenyan.
Excuse me.
22422
You
is the
should,
SMS
that
line.
person should know Koinange Street ni njia. Yeah, si zile vitu zimepangwa huko. Yeah, ni barabara hata tunapita huko every time.
Usiku.
Hata mchana.
Hata mchana.
Ni barabara tu, ukichelewa utapita wapi? Ukifika Koinange Street na gari yako si helicopter.
Some comments here on John D. Kali anasema, I think most men, I excluded, are intimidated by independent women. Zia amesema anaji exclude kwa hiyo story, hayuko hapo. Samuel Muteti Kimani says a big number of independent women ni vichwa ngumu and we are afraid of them, but the fact remains your money is my money and my money is mine. Jacksumo Eddie says, first of all, have women really been truly independent? That's the big question. Washuku Alex says, I have never seen an independent woman. Even if she has money, she will still demand more from a man. So many
Which women are you guys dealing with?
they need to change their pool.
Who you got in your life? I'm concerned.
And then somebody else here says, this pastor likes talking about women.
Yeah, I'm not a gay.
Ndo nashangaa kwa sababu yeye ni chali.
But I think it comes back to something that Pastor Kuria said earlier. It's about maturity and it's about you not having that, you know, that male ego, that
Right.
frail masculinity where you're just intimidated by everything. Times are changing, man, and you know, we're going into a future where women feel like they have the right to do whatever they want and be whoever they want, and you know, if you don't adjust, you'll just be left behind. So at some point you just have to deal with the fact that that's where the world is heading.
There is a song which was sung by Ivan Chaka Chaka in our days. That's South African musician.
hata Yvonne ni sawa.
Yeah, Ivan Chaka Chaka. Every woman needs a man. So if every woman needs a man, that's what God said. It's not good for a man to be alone.
Yeah.
So whenever we come together, we have to have some measures. Let nobody go beyond. Let nobody try to sit on the other person. Let's try to share. The reason I came to you to be my partner is for companionship. Help me where I am weak. Nobody who is perfect. You see, for the 30 minutes that we are here, somebody can only comment on the negative side. Out of the 30 minutes. Because that person has got a bee in the bonnet. Every person has some evil things, evil thoughts.
That's right.
When you exercise them and show them, you show who you are. Because from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks.
Come on now.
You get me? So when I'm saying that my wife is independent, that independent, she should not misuse that independency. I should not also misuse me being a man and she being a she in our marriage. we are equal, as Daktari is saying. We are equal. Hey, Doctor. We are equal. Even in the eyes of the Lord, we are equal. But the problem is, the same God said in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22, I am the head. But I should only know that I don't turn myself. I'm being turned by the neck.
Absolutely.
So we should respect
Each
Our
other.
roles.
I feel the taste of the food, but I don't keep it. It is kept by the stomach. It's not the head. But the brains of thinking about our future, our family, is not in my knees. It's in my head. As my head is still the one which is carrying my ears for me to hear when the calamity is coming, so that I can know when to save this, when to do this, when to do this. I'm a teacher also in the house. I should teach my wife what to do to my kids, because she is spending more time with the kids than me. You get what I mean? Now, measuring all these things, my wife will give me respect, my children will give me respect, the society will give us respect, and we are going to be role model to others who are seeing us.
I think it's great to be an independent woman, but I also think we have our shortcomings when we're afraid to ask for help and you know, get to a point where, okay, you know, like I was having a conversation with someone the other day and I was like, yeah, this is when I realized I'm an independent woman when I was moving by myself. Tuliumba wawili for a reason. Like there are things I couldn't carry up the stairs, you know.
Right.
Like, so it's just, yes, it's great to be independent and empowered and all those things, but also I don't think that women should be afraid to say, I need your help in this part, and I'm not, okay, I am whole, but I'm not, you know,
Complete.
I could be a bit more complete, with your help.
Hapo sawa. Hiyo ndo vile tunaimalizia hapo tu sasa.